cracking clashers? This is Galaxus, and we're here on my main account. This is part 2 of my Cupid evolution of Cupid update, you guys, and thank you for coming back and checking out. This is basically a highlight reel, and I'm doing post commentary. We'll be showing you all the good things that happened on my account since the last time I showed you guys my account. And you see I'm there at 110,000, pushing for Emperor, working on that, and continually working on my heroes. Got my Santa Boom there. It's about to go to 9 stars, so needed a little bit of gold. And you know what I've been using lately? Just freezing them, man. I'm using Snowstorm, Ares Frenzy, Guardian, and Restoration. And that Snowstorm, man, just freezes them, and you don't have to deal with it, man. It's like if you're not trying to risk your guys, that's the best way to go. Just freeze them up, just get on and give me the gold, and I'm headed on out of here. So got the gold that we needed to be able to bring that guy up, and it's really all about continuing to focus on your guys, man. I mean, I got an Immortep that I've been working on here that I'm going to wrap it up here in this video, and you guys will see. It's a 5 Enlightened Immortep right there. You see him there, 195, and about to level up Santa. Let's get that guy up to 9 star. You got to keep working on these guys, man. You got to grind. You have to grind, man, because you can't sit there and think that your guys are going to be able to compete, with guys that are putting in the work, high crest levels and everything. So here's what I was talking about, man. I got this Immortep, and I'm working on him, trying to get as much as I possibly can on experience, bringing him up. And I'm done with it now. But I tell you, it took me a little bit of time, man. And you can see here, it was a tedious grind, day in, day out. Making sure, sometimes sitting up there, you come back and you're full. You're like, oh man, I might have missed one or two. Who knows, man? Usually not, though, because I go to sleep and I wake up and I usually make sure to get in there and get it done. But looking for high experience point, getting crap like 94,000. That's not good. 182,000. So when you go through that, it takes you a little bit of time, but it's all good because when I get done, man, I'm gonna have 263 books. And that's what it's all about, is smart grinding, man, because you get 100%, okay, 100% extra experience points. So we're talking about 2 times the amount. So that's smart. That's how you get ahead. You use those Enlightened heroes and you take the books from them. I mean, in this case, I'm able to take these from him because this isn't even my main Immortep. And look, at that point, I can get 229, but I need 263. So I kept on going. But since he's not an Immortep that I'm even using, because he's only level 1 of 10, not even anybody that I'm relying on or haven't put any work into him, I'm able to take those books from him, 263 books, and use those for honor badges, because you can exchange those for honor badges. Each one of those books are worth 12,000 honor badges. So you get 263 of them. It's like 3 million honor badges. So you got your honor badges, and then look at that payout. It's pretty awesome, right? Gotta love it when you get that. And I like to see all of those. I like to save them up and just open them up all at once. Pretty cool. But so what I was saying was, yeah, you get 263 books. You can use those for honor badges. You can use those, apply that experience to other, heroes instead of having, it doesn't have to go to that Immortep. So, it's a good way to be able to gain resources that you can store and use those whenever you need to, and so it's awesome. And I'm definitely taking full advantage of that. So taking them all the way up to level 200. Okay, and that's really the only time I would advise you to take them all the way to 200. If you're trying to do a smart grind, you could probably, stop around 190, 191. I'd say 191 will get you a pretty decent return and get your guys pretty much as strong, or if not stronger than they were when you evolved them. And that's the whole point. You don't want to end up where your guys are weaker than they were. And so the best thing to do is if you have somebody with a 5 of 5 Enlightened that's a legendary hero, man, just go ahead and put some resources in. And we're talking about paladins, look through your look through your altar and find out, do you have any of the legendary heroes that will work for? We're talking about druids, we're talking about paladins, maybe snowzillas, anybody, especially anybody that's shardable, because you can just go ahead and grab them with shards, man, and throw it together. So here I am, I'm still trying to get a good talent, trying to get something good for my Santa Boom, and it's been, I'm not gonna lie, man, it's been difficult. I'm trying to get that 5 of 8 bulwark, obviously, but 1 of 8 tenacity isn't gonna cut it. So it's all about just continuing to grind, man. You gotta stay patient, you gotta just keep on grinding. You can't get frustrated, because it is frustrating sometimes, man, when you get garbage. But as you can see, I'm usually using the free get your money back 300 refresh, talent refresh quest. You get your money back when you do that, man. Or you get free gems if you have a talent refresh card, or level 5 talent chest. So I wanted to say box, but it's talent chest, level 5 talent chest. So I think this is about it. The continually grinding on this guy, and I'm finally getting to the end of it. Finally getting there. And it's so awesome to be able to pick up all those books, man. 263 books is what I'm about to grab. So I think I do that here. Maybe in this process, I might have to keep on going a little bit more. 242. See, so you can see, man, it is a continual grind. It definitely wasn't easy to keep on doing that. My phone's about to die here. But, it's definitely one of those deals where it's like, okay, man, you just got to stay the course, keep on grinding, man, and get those 263 books. It's going to turn me around, because what I did, like a lot of guys, I went out, I leveled up my Pumpkin Duke, evolved my Pumpkin Duke, and I wanted to keep him out in front for one, so, he would be shown in maces and stuff like that. But most importantly, I just wanted to put that hat on, right? I wanted him to have that evolution, that be an evolved hero. But there are some things about that, because I'm telling you guys now, you need to be focusing on, look at that, got him at 200. There you go, man. Finally did it. Oh my God, I was so happy, man. It's like, man, today is the day. Today is the day. This was like 3 days ago, I think, that I actually did this. So it's all about that. But you just got to keep on grinding. What I was trying to say is that you got to be really focusing on what you have going on. And if you have legendary heroes that you can just throw by the wayside, like this guy here, it's Immortep. Sad to say, but he's not even my main Immortep. And maybe one day I'll look at doing something with him, but I probably only bring him up to like 5-star and then just let him sit there for a while. Because I need those books, man. And there's 263 books. I'm straight. I mean, it's like 3 million honor badges. I can now start applying those. So what I was saying is that I had leveled up my Pumpkin Duke, and you need to be working on attack, because that's going to help you to beat HBM. That's going to help you to be able to beat higher dungeons and just get further. Here I am claiming the 263 books. That's beast right there. That is beast. And from that moment, I'm able to start correcting some of the issues that I have, because, like I said, I was capped out. I don't have honor badges, the honor badges that I needed. And look, 3 million, 3.22, that's a pretty decent stack of honor badges. Almost 3.25 million honor badges. So you can do a lot with that. Not going to be using them all for honor badges, but I'm going to need some. Right off the bat, I'm going to use some to bring my Cupid up. So this is what I was talking about. This is being able to actually put work in on one hero and store those and use those whenever you feel the need to use them. In this case, I'm able to bring up Cupid instead of taking Cupid and having to, try and power level him now. I did it all with Immortep, and now I can start, working directly on Cupid and bringing him up. So you see that? I got him ready to go and totally stoked, because now I can uncap him, Gonna have to go out and get a little bit of gold, but finally got my gold storage up, so I don't have to pay for gold storage or anything. Here I am wiping out somebody's base real quick, drop some magic on him, get out of there. That guy had a Valentina too, so it was like, yeah, definitely freeze those guys for a second there. But got the 5 million that I need. So I'm back in there, about to do the thing with Cupid. Go ahead and upgrade him 10 star, and then we can evolve him. And I got lucky, and I have a Cupid card just sitting there. I'm not even gonna open it. I would advise you to open it if you don't have a 5 of 5 Enlightened, but my guy is a 5 of 5 Enlightened, so I don't really think that I want to open it because I wasn't going to pay 20 shards, so I just went ahead and said, okay, I'll use that card, and got really lucky to roll that and have that on stash, so it's not going to cost me. So I'm going to actually have to go out there and pick up some an evolution rune. Didn't have an evolution rune sitting around, so gotta have that. But yeah, man, it's just awesome to be able to do that. And so this whole focus on this, and what I want to just put emphasis on is that 5 of 5 Enlightened hero, and how you can take a 5 of 5 legendary hero, especially if it's somebody that you're not going to be using. Like I have my Dread Drake, and I'm not going to do that with him. I'm going to use his books to actually bring him up, which is going to be really beneficial too. But it's not the same situation. Being able to take those books and store them and not actually need them for the legendary hero that you took them from, that's really what I'm sort of talking about. So be really happy if you roll a 5 of 5 Enlightened legendary hero, because you can start looking at doing something like this. And I'm going to be stoked if I can get one. I'm going to continue to open up every Druid card. I'm going to open all of them, because if I can end up with a 5 of 5 Enlightened hero, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to quickly take that guy and get him ready so I can take the books from him. But look at that. Isn't that awesome, man? Got my Cupid. I'm so happy. Finally got him up there, man. He's been sitting around like, come on, man. Why am I the last one to evolve, man? Because he's one of the last one in my main squad to evolve. But like I told you, I evolved a Pumpkin Duke, and I had a lot of stuff that I had to go through in order to sort of correct that. So there's some guys that are out there that are in that same kind of a situation, and then there's some of you guys that are watching that haven't done anything yet. You're still sort of trying to figure out what you're going to do. So maybe this will help you to make a good decision. And you might be able to look through your inventory, find you an Enlightened legendary hero, start working on him, because it's really awesome. Now, it does cost you 400,000 honor badges, plus, each time you bring them up. So probably, I haven't ever done the calculation on it, but, I'm thinking right off the bat, probably around 800,000, maybe even 1 million to bring a legendary hero all the way up. So you're getting 3 million in books back, so in honor badges that you could trade them out. So you do the math on that, and it's probably still a pretty good trade out, because you still end up with a lot of extras sitting around. So you can see what I got going on, man. Taking this guy right on up, no problem. And I have hundreds of books, so I can just easily, sell those if necessary. There's all those books, 250 books. So, pretty stoked, and this is what you want to do. You want to be able to do that if you can. But like I was saying earlier, I did, sort of, I wouldn't say make a mistake, but, I did sort of make a decision rushed out and made a decision to bring my Pumpkin up. And, the more that we get into evolution and, the more that we look at everything, it's starting to be very, very apparent that you want to make sure that you take your attack up first. So if you got a Vlad, spin the shards on him. You got Santa Boom, somebody that's going to actually help you as far as your attack goes, because that's going to help you overall. But see, I can easily sell these you know, and get the honor badges that I need to bring them up. And look, I mean, it's not taking that much. 600,000 for 50 books. So, I mean, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. That's what you really want to have those sitting around for. So, get a chance to do that. It's going to give me just what I need. And I still got lots of books sitting there. So, isn't that awesome? And, you know, all comes down to taking it from that Immortep. You know, the Immortep isn't going to be using them. So, hand them on over, buddy. So I can use them towards the rest of the guys. And this is going to help me to bring, you know, my whole squad up. I got other guys here that I'm going to have to work on real quick. And that's what it's all about. So I'm trying to get everybody to be close. 8-star, somewhere right around 150. So got to get a little bit more gold here. Went back out. Got a little bit more gold real quick. And that filled up my gold vaults. So I'm good to go. Working here on evolution. Well, actually not evolution for him. Going to bring him up to 10-star. And since he's 5 of 5 Enlightened, going to keep on working on him. And that's what I've been doing for the last few days. Just pushing at him. I got him around 185 now. So, you know, it takes a few days. It's not overnight. But, you know, I got him continually grinding on him. And when I get him to 200, go ahead and evolve him. And you see I got some shards still stacked up. I'm almost up to 40,000 shards right now. So shards won't be a problem for me. And then I'm going to be off working on Warlock. I got Orcsbane that I want to work on. Got Death Knight to evolve. Got lots of other guys that I got to evolve. Constantly having to go out, get some gold. So I cut all of that stuff out of the editing. So it just makes it that much quicker. But usually throw in the last little bit so you guys can see who it was that I attacked and, you know, how everything went. But here we go, working on that pumpkin, man. Finally getting him up to 8-star. He's been 7-star basically ever since I evolved him, and he's just sort of been sitting there. And it's been a slow process getting to where I am now. But now I'm not having a problem. I got all these extra books. And I'm going to keep on working on the crew, getting everybody to the point where I need them at. Pretty awesome. I'm really, really happy to have my pumpkin up there and have my Cupid evolved now. Just have all of the rest of my crew getting to be at the right levels. So, see here, just switching it back and forth. I don't want to waste any books, so making sure that I get everything I can out of it, man, because it's all about smart grinding. I think I'm trying to get him. I want my pumpkin finally to be on top again, to be the one that's showing. So I think I got to have him at 56. 156 will put him at top. And then I think, look back here, yeah, got him up at the top now. So finally, that was about a month and a half or 2 months or so that he was not on top. That's sort of the thing when you evolve your guys, they actually show up lower than guys that aren't evolved. So I had to deal with that, but I finally got that turned around. And here we go, selling some more of these books. That's why you want to have those sitting around, man. Just that's remedying my problem. You know how long it would have took me? About a day and a half to save up 150,000 honor badges. So, you know, that's just knocking off time. So you start to think about it like, well, yeah, it did take me like two and a half or 3 weeks or something like that to get that Immortep up there. But you know, I'm getting time back by being able to use these books for honor badges and stuff like that. You know, and that's definitely helping out. So it's sort of a trade-off. I don't know. You know, I haven't really done the calculation on how much time I spent and how much time I could have saved. But I feel like, yeah, this is a great opportunity because you have all of those resources that you can just use at your leisure. You know, and if I have more If I find some more guys, I think I have a 3 of 5 Enlightened Druid that I'm eventually going to work on. But, you know, that's a little bit better. But a 5 of 5 Enlightened is what you're looking for. A 4 of 5, 5 of 5, you know, that's really starting to get ahead and help you to get ahead. So hopefully that'll help guys to make good decisions. And that's really all I want to do, man, is just be here to, you know, help guys to make good decisions and sort of be a voice of reason, or, you know, a good example that you guys can look at. And of course, you know, I'm not always right, but, you know, I definitely try to stay ahead of the curve and get good information to you guys. Now, you know, we all watch the top Castle Clash YouTubers. Everybody does. And we see them out there with the level 200, double evolved, level 200, 10 of 10, top talents. I mean, you know, it really is a whole different game for some guys, you know, and that's just the reality of it. You can't be mad at that. You just got to be, you know, appreciate your own progress. Be happy with what you're able to do. So I'm here to help set new standards as one of the new generation YouTubers, a second generation YouTuber. You know, I'm here, Castle Clash YouTuber. I'm here to sort of set some examples of, hey, this is what progress looks like. You know, and I'm not always right, but I definitely try to get good information out there to you guys. And, you know, I'm working with the rest of the guys in the community to try and just sort of reestablish that, because we want the game to keep going. You know, we don't want everybody to stop playing the game. And because I love the game, and, you know, I love to see the progress of the game, but I think that everybody needs to sort of have a little bit of a reality check. You know, what are you supposed to expect? Because when you watch guys that are playing with the top level, the end result of what you can possibly have, you know, it sort of makes you look at your own stuff like, well, you know, I'm not, and it's hard. Don't compare what you're doing with what guys that are doing that are, you know, the top Castle Clash YouTubers, because, you know, it's just a whole different level of gameplay, you know, and that's what it comes down to. Now, I appreciate the game. I appreciate all the aspects of the game, and I do enjoy watching that high level gameplay. I think to myself, like, one day my guys will be like that. One day, the key word there, you know. And for some guys, you know, they have the ability to be able to do that, to go out and just you know, pick up and pick up stuff that, you know, the resources that they have to be able to do all types of stuff. But, you know, some of us don't have that opportunity. So I'm here to represent the average Joe, you know, the guy who is trying to find you know, something to watch that's going to show him real progress, you know, what to really expect from the game. And you know, I'm getting together with the rest of the guys here, new generation YouTubers, to try and help to reestablish that, and you know, just breathe new life into the competition of the game. You know, because guys need to just stop watching the top level guys and comparing their own accounts to that, because you know, for the most of us, that isn't what the game is all about. That's not what it's like for most of us. So hopefully you guys, you know, don't take that the wrong way. And you know, I'm not trying to offend any of my you know, higher level counterparts or anything like that. Bottom line is, I'm just trying to be here to offer something that I feel like is missing, you know, and that's mid-level gameplay. You know, it's missing. Guys don't have anything to watch to compare their own progress to. You know, so that's what we're doing. Hopefully you guys enjoy what I you know, put together. And you know, this is a pretty cool video, just showing you guys what's going on my account. I'm gonna get back into some more you know, some more gameplay and stuff like that. But I just wanted to bring you guys up to speed on what I have going on in my account. Continually working on my stuff here, leveling up my artifacts. You got to do that. Got to keep on focusing. You see, I had a chance to either buy the legendary hero card or, you know, use my merits towards artifacts. And I would suggest working on your artifacts. You know, definitely take the chance to get a legendary hero card if you're trying to get a Cupid and a Pumpkin Duke. But you know, that's sort of a double-edged sword. I mean, honestly, I sort of would do both of them. I would sort of go back and forth. But the bottom line is, if you spend all of your merits and then you pick up a legendary hero card and you get garbage, You know, what is that really going to do to help you when if you spent that same amount on artifacts, you could have had some of your artifacts leveled up, and that's going to help you in the long run. So, I mean, you know, honestly, I would start putting a lot into my artifacts and try and probably stay away from like legendary hero cards and stuff like that for a little while. You know, if you can stand to. If you don't have a Cupid or you don't have a Pumpkin Duke, I would probably still continue to focus on getting those legendary hero cards at least you know, some of the time. Do that. So hopefully some of these pointers help guys out. If you have any comments or questions, man, just go ahead and leave them. Let me know. Hopefully you guys you know, enjoyed that. Make sure to like and subscribe and just keep on grinding, y'all. Until next time, Galaxus out.